Okay. I I think maybe we have it now, so we'll let Jade let us know in a little bit here. So again, thank you for your patience as we figure this out. So on the left-hand side of our program logic model, we have um, library management data, and that library management data may or may not be subject to the kind of institutional review board considerations. But when we get over to the outputs and the results, the impact, in all likelihood, we have what we call human subjects data because we have data about our users. And so not only are we going to have those ethics, those laws, etc., but we're likely to also have IRB regulations that are coming in on what we need to be aware of and doing. Now, not every institution has an IRB, so it may or may not be, and it might not be called the IRB, it might be called the Office of Human Subjects or the like. But we really want to understand how this is. Um, and so, we've got the ethics as a librarian, we have ethics as evaluators. There's laws, and we're all very familiar with like library circulation policy laws. There's regulations as well that might be put in place. There's workplace procedures, right? The way we handle data in our workplaces. And then finally, there's also user preferences or user expectations. And we want to be aligned with all of these things, which is, of course, always even harder when we have to align with multiple things. But it's not impossible. And a lot of these things are mutually reinforcing of each other. Um, so I'm starting here with a statement from the American Sociological um, Society. And I think you're going to have to tell Jade that apparently this is not working and we'll have to investigate for the future because I'm now out of options. So if you could write her that message and
Will
apologize.
do. Will do.
Yeah. But I am going to at least stop the streaming so that oh, wait, actually, I see what I did wrong when I sent it to her. There,
Okay.
I don't send that to her. I forgot to actually include the new URL. It gives me a different URL every single time.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
So
Okay.
that's what was wrong that time. That was
All
my
righty.
error. Um, so no, you guys, I'm so glad we're mutually committed to supporting each other. Um, So the American Sociological Association has guidelines for people who are doing sociological research. And we don't have any area in our field that does research guidelines for library and information science. It would be nice if we did. But library and information science research of the type that we're doing is essentially sociological research. So they have a code of ethics for researchers in sociology. And principle C is that we should follow, that we should have professional and scientific responsibility, where sociologists adhere to the highest scientific and professional standards and accept responsibility for their work. Seems reasonable. And then principle D is that respect for people's rights, dignity, and diversity. So sociologists respect the rights, dignity, and worth of all people. They strive to eliminate bias in their professional activities, and they do not tolerate any forms of discrimination. They are sensitive to cultural, individual, and role differences in serving, teaching, and studying groups of people with distinctive characteristics. So, obviously, sociologists are very oriented to the group setting. And so this is framed as sort of a group concept and issue, but definitely gives us some broad guidelines that we want to follow. We also have the Evaluation Association of that we can draw upon here, and they have guiding principles for evaluators. For this, so this is people who are doing program evaluation as a career. And this sort of says that what those principles should be, and I've put all of them here. that there should be systematic inquiry. So we should do data-based inquiries that are thorough, methodological, and contextually relevant. So this really says that we should be systematic. We shouldn't just be anecdotal when we're doing evaluation. Um, that we should do so with competence. We should make sure that we're skilled, and something that we can work on. And there's now we got to tell Jade that's it. I'm out of options for today, unfortunately. And if you could do that,